Before I get started, let me give a shout out to Lisa Cabrera for sending this article to me. And I have been waiting for a story to come my way about Christian Walker so I could throw him into the bedbucKKKen series of videos that I've been doing for the last month or so, because he definitely earns a spot in these videos. But I could not get anything or find anything more recent that I could talk about. And then out of the blue, Lisa sent me this article and I said this would be perfect. And when I saw just the title alone, I already knew what I was going to put on the thumbnail as far as a thumbnail title. I think I probably already know what I'm going to make the official title. But anyway, the reason why we're talking about Christina Walker today is because he went on I guess some kind of an interview where he basically came out and said that he has decided to be a voice for straight white men in America. Now, keep in mind, this is a extremely flamboyant Academy member who is half black himself. But then again, look at his dad. Herschel Walker is a disgrace, and his son is an even more bigger disgrace to humanity. And you know what's so crazy? I didn't think we could find anyone worse than Silly Porter, and then this thing falls in, just descends from wherever it came from. But he just said he has decided to be a voice for straight white men in America. And when I read that, I said he probably also prefers to be something else for straight white men in America as well, white men in general, no matter what their sexuality is. Because he definitely would not be that for black men, no matter what their sexuality is. But let's go ahead and get into it. As Herschel Walker's campaign for the U.S. Senate in Georgia continues to spiral downward following newly surfaced information about a 2001 domestic dispute involving the retired NFLer, police and a gun, his gay black Trump-loving son has decided to be a voice for straight white men across the country. It would be reasonable to think Christian was being sarcastic when he wrote the tweet, but the tweet did, and he wrote this tweet on February 8th, and it reads, "I hate how straight white men are mistreated in America." That was the tweet. But we can assure you he was not. Just like he wasn't kidding last month when he told political commentator Hassan Piker that he objected to being called gay, saying, "I'm not a gay conservative, I'm a conservative who likes men." Unless they have changed the definitions of that word, then you, sir, are a Hall G Academy member. And to say that you aren't, considering how flamboyant and extracurricular you are, would be cap. I'm being completely honest. More likely, Christian wrote the tweet to troll people for attention, and it worked. It received a ton of responses, unfortunately for him. Pretty much everyone saw through what he was trying to do and trolled him back, and they did a better job at it. And I'm going to read to you some of the tweets, and some of the tweets that came back at him came from those same white men that he said he wants to be a voice for. One user wrote, "Why? Because you can't be one of them." Another user wrote, "Girl, take a long nap." Someone else said, "You will say anything for attention." Another user said, "Especially when they get paid more, promoted more, hired more, more or less likely to be medically misdiagnosed. But hey, at least they get to bring their guns to school and movie theaters." Someone else put a bunch of laughing emojis and said, "Boy," in all caps. Someone else said, "I'm doing just fine, but thanks for the concern." Another user wrote, "He got serious issues of self-loathing." Someone else said, "I'm shocked you can even say the word straight without dry heaving." Someone else said, "They won't have sex with you, stop this clownery." And the last user wrote, "Gay black men feel straight white men are the ones who are mistreated. Jesus help me, this dude has lost his ever-loving mind." The article goes on to read, in December, Christian was dragged on social media after he posted a video fueling his luxury SUV. I was actually going to mention that, but the article is talking about it right here. And that, if I was doing my bedbucKKKen series back then, that would have been the commentary I would have talked about. In the video, he complained about outrageous gas prices under Joe Biden while dressed in a designer sweatshirt by Givenchy that reportedly retails for $1,300. This individual is like, whenever he talks and acts out and does all these performative things, I keep thinking, like, what special line of coke do you do per day? Because there's no way anyone who is that sober or can be sober and act like that all the time. But I'm not surprised that he said that, because quite honestly, there's a lot of black men in that academy who do performative things for and with PC, whether they straight, gay, whatever. It doesn't surprise me. That's why I said I'm examining the handmaiden for PC bedbucKKKen or something along those lines, whatever I decided to make this the title of this thumbnail, because that title handmaiden would be perfect for a woman, but in this case I have a feeling that, you know, Christian might actually refer to himself as one, considering he goes out of his way to act like one. Like, this guy is literally like, we know how the Doctor Strange movie is coming out, right? And it's called the Multiverse of Madness. I swear the Multiverse of Madness lives in his head. Because this guy's like a mix of an extremely flamboyant individual, person who grew up in the suburbs, talking and whack. Because remember when we first learned about him, he was always wagging his finger and rolling his neck like he was like one of the ratchets, like a ratchet black female or a ratchet female, period. While being a self-hater, he supports, you know, 45. Not that I really care, you know, if he supports 45 or 46, it doesn't really matter to me. But, you know, attention seeker. He's an attention whore. He's all of that rolled into one. He doesn't have just like one personality. He has multiple personalities. I think he might have multiple personality disorder. I think he might be mentally ill. Truthfully, honestly. But he enjoys it. Like, look at how he looks on this screen. And remember, he used to be a cheerleader. He used to be a cheerleader. Flipping and tumbling all over the place. But he also, along with all those personalities, internally, I think he feels like he's a young white woman. Because he does all the things and all the mannerisms that you see a lot of white females do. As far as how they move, how they talk, and all of that. Like, this guy is confused. But then again, look at who his dad is. No, so that should surprise absolutely no one. But people have been tired of Christian Walker. But the thing is, he's not tired, so he's going to keep on going. Now, like him, like the Coonsters, I cannot wait for his moment to come. I can't. This guy's funny. I'm a voice for straight white men in America. They don't need a voice from you. Who are you? You're just the son of a washed up has-been NFL player that's literally in a downward spiral himself when it comes to his career right now, as far as him running for a political seat. Just a family of losers and lames. Because remember, Herschel Walker said back in the day that Donald Trump was like a father to him. So this almost makes me want to question, is coonery genetic? Because the way that Herschel Walker acted back in his prime is the same way, well, not to that extreme, that his son acts. I can only imagine what it was like being raised in that home. And I also wonder, is he an only child? Does he have any siblings? And if he does, they must be in hiding somewhere. Don't worry. You know, if they are the sensible ones, I will be in witness protection my damn self, just to know and assure myself that I am not seen around the likes of that, what you see on your screen, as well as Herschel Walker. So if there's any siblings out there, continue to stay hidden. Don't, reveal your location and none of that. I will completely understand. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. Make sure to have that bell clicked so you can be notified every time I upload a new video or go live.